What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Blackgirlmarvel. Welcome back to me. Hey, it is day 5 of my 31 days of reviews, and we are back with Percy Jackson, season 1, episode 2. Alrighty, here we go. Now, this episode was better than the first one. Okay, Percy is in Camp Half Blood now. He's understanding who he is. He just found out that, oh yeah, reminder, all my Percy Jackson will be spoiled. So if you don't want to hear it be spoiled, go to another one of my videos and support. Yeah. That being said, Percy was, he's figuring himself out in the second episode. He's at Camp Half-Blood. He's around other Half-Bloods. He's learning who he is. He just found out that towards the end, he finds out that he's the son of Poseidon, one of the forbidden 3 to have children by. I will say this, right? Because what I'm going to do really much is really much. I don't know the words that I'm saying. Give me a second. I'm back. So what I was saying is I will probably compare the series to the movies because why not? I can't compare them to the books because I haven't read them all yet. So right now I'll be comparing them to the movie. That being said, I do like the way that Percy found out that he got his abilities, right? That finds out that he's Poseidon's son. Because if you go back to the movie, you realize that they throw Annabeth really in there. And I like that they don't really throw Annabeth in here. You see her a little bit. She pops in and out. You know what I'm saying? You get some background on her a little bit. Which, that story about Luke, Thalia, and Annabeth, I need flashbacks. I don't care what nobody say. I need flashbacks because that would be amazing to see. It would be amazing to see how some of these kids got to Camp Half-Blood. But going back, in the film, you immediately see the attraction between Percy and Annabeth. In this, you don't see that. Why? Because they're actually kids. Okay? And Percy is trying to figure things out. They let us know that Annabeth is always 5 steps ahead because why? Her mother's Athena. She's always thinking 5 steps ahead. To me, that's very smart wordplay to let us know that she thinks 5 steps ahead because it'll give you some just insight to her character, how she moves, how she thinks, how she talks, right? Because if it's somebody that kind of can see all the steps, right, the way that they move is different because you see Annabeth is very honest, right? Percy's like, were you there the whole time? Yes. And you didn't help me? Yes. I like her matter of factness. I like that she's very straightforward. I'm going to assume as the series keeps going, she's going to lighten up a little bit. Because her and Percy are at odds right now. And that can't last because you can't have your leads kind of be at odds for too long. Especially leads that eventually going to be together. But anyway, I like what they're setting up for us. They're setting up that quest that they're going to go on to try to get his mother back. I love that Grover came in, finally stepped up and was like, hey man, Hades got your mama. Okay? They want you to go to the underworld, get the bolt. You want your mama back. 2 birds, 1 stone. Or 2 stones. 2 birds, 2 stones. Anyway. Let's talk about Grover. Okay? I don't know how I feel about Grover right now, okay? I don't like the way Brandon T. Jackson's character played him. I enjoyed it for what the film gave us. And if I had to take one of the qualities from Brandon T. Jackson's character is that he had Percy's back in a very evident way, whereas Grover in the TV series has Percy's back in a not so evident way, because we see in the first one he gets Percy blamed and kicked out of school, and he does that for his protection. But to Percy, it comes off like, how dare you betray me? Whereas in the film, he never really betrayed Percy like that. It was you could see a deeper friendship, a deeper loyalty. Whereas in this one, for them to be best friends, it's rough, honestly, to kind of see the best friendness, even though I know that Grover has his, but it's still hard to see the best friend part of their relationship. And what's odd is, okay, Percy's 12. I'm assuming Annabeth is 12 or 13. Obviously Luke gotta be 14, 15 or something like that. Clarice, who is Aries' daughter, probably the oldest one. Well, the first one maybe, but how long the guys been having children? Y'all can't be the first bunch. But you know, they didn't really get into that. And all these kids kind of like look like their ages, right? And I'm assuming Grover is supposed to be 12 too, like the guise of a 12-year-old, even though he tells Percy that he's technically 24. And maybe they age, maybe satyrs age differently, or he just has on a glamour that kind of puts him as a appearance of a 12-year-old. What I don't like is if you're 24, honestly, I'm gonna need you to act older. Or maybe a satyr's 24 is still kind of like a 12-year-old. See, this is information that I need. Because if Grover is 24 in like how humans are 24, he acts way too young, way too meek to be 24. But if he's just a 12-year-old, it makes sense. But I need that explained. So right now, I don't know how I feel about Grover. Maybe during the quest I'll change, but right now he's not instilling in me like hope that he could actually protect Percy. And I hope it doesn't become a thing where because Percy is the son of Poseidon, he protects everybody. For me personally, I know this is called Percy Jackson and the Olympians, but for me personally, Annabeth should be point. Whenever there's fighting, whenever there's something, she should be point. And talking about let's get into Percy Jackson fighting during the capture the flag. This was done a billion times better than the film. Don't get me wrong, I have both of the films. I enjoy them both, but it was better in the sense that Annabeth had a plan for Percy. She pretty much used him as bait because she wanted to see what he had. In the film, the way Percy was beating everybody, baby, come on. I know that you're the son of Poseidon. I know that you have ADHD, hyper awareness, all that type of stuff. But you beating kids that's been in this camp for how long? That'll make no sense. Whereas in this one, the choreography lended itself to like make it look like maybe Percy was like he was like messing up a little bit, but he was also in those mess ups. He would find like his awareness will click in. The choreography was spot on. It was spot on, and he doesn't like win, but he wins, and it's a to me it's a win that he seems to achieve, right? Whereas in the other one, it was like, what y'all doing? It was like y'all was going 50 shades with the way Annabeth was all excited that Percy beat her. You feel me? So for me, I like the fact that Annabeth didn't even fight. We didn't even get to see her fight. 2 episodes in, and we haven't even seen her fight. We've seen her like watch Percy direct things. So like I can't wait to actually see her fight. Now, so technical difficulties for me, okay? And both of them got to do with Annabeth. So when they're about to do capture the flag, Annabeth is like, Sunshine, you're with me. One, I don't like her dialogue. Sunshine, let me write for her. Anyway, or let me see the script and I'll rewrite some stuff because why? Because she the daughter of Athena. She calling him Sunshine. Like, because he from California. I don't know where he from. Okay, Sunshine. But in that scene, when she tells Percy, no, Sunshine, you're with me, and they walk, she has on a helmet. Okay? When they cut back to the scene of her and Percy, her helmet is gone. We never saw her put her helmet down. I assume that because the braid, when she turned around with Percy, the braid was like in her face, and the helmet kind of blocked her face as well. So they were like, let's scrap the helmet, but they should have put it into the show, because for me and the way my brain watches stuff, I was like, where her helmet go? And then her hair got turned into like 2 pigtails to make it so that it's out of her face. Still, I was like, I caught it. I'm an adult. I caught it. I'm pretty sure the kids won't, but I caught it. And yeah, I didn't like that. Overall, this second episode of Percy Jackson was amazing for me. It was a great setup. I will say Percy's personality in this was a little different for me, because you went from being in school kind of meek and everything like that to now you want to stand up to Dionysus, but you can't stand up to Clarice. His confidence wavers for me, and I guess that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to me at all. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode of Percy Jackson. Looking forward to episode 3, another rewatch, and then I'll head to episode 4. As always, follow me on everything if you like my reviews. If you want me to review anything, join my Discord and request it. Until then, peace out.